I'm just going to say face off, man, not fight each other.
All good?
Yeah, lovely.
Tommy Fury and Daniel Dubois are heading stateside for their next fights. They will feature as part of a huge Showtime pay-per-view in America, headlined by Jake Paul against Tyron Woodley. It's a fantastic opportunity to showcase their skills. With me, I have unbeaten light heavyweight prospect Tommy TNT Fury, who, as you've probably seen, has a little bit of a history with Jake Paul, a developing history that we will talk about very shortly. WBA interim heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois is here. He'll be looking to make a big statement stateside. And of course, the man who's pulled the strings, who's been making moves for many years, and he's made some more moves, Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. Frank, let's talk. How did this come about?
Initially, well, it's two reasons. One, Showtime have been on to us constantly about Daniel coming to the States and making his debut. Simultaneously, the situation was going on with Jake Paul and Tommy, where he was calling him out. Tommy called me and his dad John a couple of months ago saying, look, if you can make that fight, let's try and do it. We sort of worked hard, and it basically dovetailed into place. It seemed like a great idea to get them both on the card out there for two reasons. One, it's great exposure for both of them, and from Daniel's point of view, he breaks into the American market, and from Tommy's point of view, he can go, I mean, he's going to be sitting at the table with Jake Paul. He can't run away from it, can he? They want this fight, and Tommy does the business out there. There ain't nowhere to go. You know, you can't keep calling people out and not doing it. So it's something that I know Tommy wants badly. We'd like to see it. I'm not going to step in his way. I know I've made various comments over the years about YouTubers who are YouTube fighters. I mean, I've got no problem with anybody who gets fit and well and gets into a ring, and God bless them for doing so. But now is the time for fighters that I'm involved in promoting to capitalise on this, and this is a big chance for both of them, as I say, to make a statement, increase their visibility in the States, and move forward, providing they do the business in August, the end of this month.
Well, let's talk briefly about the platform. Showtime have got a history of building stars. You look at what they're doing right now with Javonta Davis. Tremendous opportunity, Frank.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll go back a long time with Showtime, going back many years. You know, we brought Nassim Hamid through on Showtime, Joe Kawasaki, many fighters. I started out there, was instrumental in helping to get the Showbox series going. We were doing regular shows here from here in the UK, which were being broadcast back there, and you know, Ricky Hatton, all these guys all featured on those shows. This may be a chance now, and I hope it's going to be an opportunity for us to re-engage and do that. They have a massive audience out there, and there will be a lot of eyeballs on this show for the top of the reasons. There's a lot of people who buy into it, and this will attract, I think, a new audience for our two guys, so they can see who's who there. And you know, with Showtime, we can keep doing what we're doing. You know, we can, all our fighters, all our youngsters coming through, some of our established stars, we're going to get hopefully we'll get another platform so people can see them.
We're just focusing on Tommy briefly. You've said many a time that the fight with Jake Paul is one you'd make in a heartbeat. Are you surprised that it actually seems to be coming together somewhat? They're boxing on the same show now. They're going to be around each other in fight week.
Well, it depends. If you know, as long as might in a heartbeat for me, but it's providing other people have got the heart to make it happen. I know Tommy wants it, and we will make it. We will force the issue at the end of the day. You know, Tommy's in with Anthony Taylor and spars with Jake, so maybe they're using that as a bit of a litmus test. So I think Tommy's got a situation there maybe where they think, well, let's test the water with him, with Tommy, see what Tommy does with him. So he may be, what you don't want to do, Tommy, you don't want to put too much of a good performance in, so maybe scare him off. But look, it's a fight that for Tommy is a big money fight, a great opportunity for him. And you know, who is anyone to stand in his way of that? It's a fabulous opportunity. And the recognition that he'll get from that audience, which is a different audience to the boxing audience, will be brilliant for him.
And obviously Daniel holds the WBA interim Heavyweight Championship. Trevor Bryan is the world title holder above him. Is this a part of a grand plan to getting that US exposure, build towards a fight with Trevor Bryan?
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting a guy, Joe Cusimano, who's undefeated, has never been stopped. So, again, he can go out there and make a statement. You know, Daniel's capable of doing that. It's not like when he fights anybody, he's out there feeling it out. He's always looking to land his bombs and he's explosive. And as much as the Brits like that, the Americans like it as well. So again, he can make a real good statement there on the night, and that will lead to bigger and better things for him.
Thanks, Frank. Let's speak to Daniel first. Daniel, big chance, big opportunity, big audience. How are you feeling about this?
I feel good. I'm waiting for this to go over to America and make my debut. So now it's finally here. I can't wait.
You must have watched all your favourite heavyweights from over the years, all box over there. You must see even now, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, they've all had a slice of American pie. Do you feel it's like a key part of your development?
No, it's true. I want to go out there and make a statement and come away with a good win. And then, what's next? I just can't wait.
Do you think this is a bit of a chance for you to show these guys the future world heavyweight champion?
Definitely. I've made some improvements in my team, and I want to show it. And that I'm ready to climb back up, get up there again, and challenge for big belts and get back in the firing line.
Well, last time that we saw you, you didn't have very long with Shane McGuigan. Really, it was just the same Daniel Dubois. You just went and knocked the fella out. We didn't get to learn a lot more. How much have you come on since that performance? Now you've had more time with Shane as well.
We'll see. I've been in the gym. I've been looking, different, better, and showing improvements I've been making. I can't wait on fight now. I'll be 100% ready for it, and not underestimating nobody, but I'll get the job done.
Now this Joe Cusimano fella that you're fighting, he's knocked out 17 of his 19 wins, he's never been stopped. You're going to America, that's his place. What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
I'm sure he's going to come and bring his A game, and that's what I want. I want him to make a better fight when they come out, and they've got something to prove too. Then we'll clash in there, and the winner takes all.
What sort of statement do you think you'll make to American fans stateside? Are they going to be talking about the name Dubois at the end of the night?
Of course, Dubois, we're going to crack America now.
Just quickly before I let you go, Daniel, just a quick word on Caroline. Of course, she's done the nation proud, she's done you proud. I'm sure I saw your Instagram post. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, she's come a long way. In a short space of time, she's stepped up for the Olympics. She's got it. She didn't, medal, but she's got to the quarters, and she can now turn pro and have a fantastic career. She's won multiple titles, nationals, and youth Olympics, and so she's a number one fighter now.
She was the youngest in the team.
Yeah, unbelievable achievements. But Daniel, any closing comments? We look forward to seeing you August 29th. Hopefully, splosh this fella over and move on to bigger and better things. Make a statement.
No, that's right. I want to make a statement and put myself out there again and show what I can do.
Thanks very much, Daniel. Tommy, let's talk. I mean, over in this country, it feels like now you really have completely stepped out of Tyson's shadow. Not sure if that's the case yet in America. Is this the chance to do that?
Yeah, definitely. It's a big show. Very happy to be on it. And it's just about making my own wave. It's a different audience, not the casual boxing audience you normally get. And I'm over there to do one job and one job only, and that's to win and look good doing it. I want to impress over in America and get my name out there even more. And I just see excitement around this fight. I can't wait to get over there and actually, be there on fight week, take everything in, because like I said, from being a small boy, I always used to see everybody, on fight weeks, Tyson with his fight weeks and whatnot. I used to see everything, and now it's my time. I'm over there in the limelight, and it's my fight week. I'm there to steal the show. And yeah, get this idiot out of the way, and then we can move on to the other fella and knock him spark out.
Well, there's your quote, everyone. There's your headline. If you actually look behind you, there's Tommy Fury and there's Jake Paul. So do you feel as though this is building towards that?
I'm not going to lie, he could have picked a little bit better of a photo. I mean, he looks slightly better looking on that one. No, listen, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, you know, you can put me on the card, I can impress. Like Frank says, you know, if I knock this man out in 10 seconds, if I get the opportunity to do so, I'm going to take it to both hands because it's the fight game, I'm not here to mess about. So I'm going to do what I have to in the ring, and you know, whether he goes running, but you know, I'm here, I'm there to do a job. And if he wants to fight, he can have the fight. You know, there is no complaining on my side. I'm here, I'm going to get through this man, I'm going to make an example of him because I won't even use this man as a sparring partner. He's somewhat of an unbeliever at 5'7" and competing at 150. I'm a big light heavyweight. He's gonna know what it feels like on the night.
Are you looking to outperform Jake Paul and make sure people are watching your knockout back?
I don't think, you know, I think me just walking to the ring outperformed Jake Paul. You know, the man is not a fighter, he's a YouTuber, and I'm going to show the difference in levels between MMA fighters and professional fighters. I've been doing this ever since I was a kid. I've not played at it, I know what it's like to be it, and I'm not some 150-pound, you know, MMA fighter. You know, I'm here to show I'm going to do damage on that night.
Well, let's talk about your opponent, Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. This is going to be a lot of fun because he was on Jake Paul's Instagram story last night. He was very vocal. There were 3 things that stood out. 1, he said he was going to knock you out. 2, he called you Tommy Fairy. And 3, he invited your girlfriend to his Love Island. What are your thoughts?
You know, talking is talking. You know, talk's cheap at the end of the day. You can talk as much as you want, but when you get through them rings, what's all that going to do for him then? But at the end of the day, you can keep talking because this is the only glance of fame he's going to have. You know, he's fighting me. It's over in his backyard. You know, he's never going to get this opportunity again, is he? So he's going to take it with both hands. And what's he going to say? Oh, I'm going to knock him out, like every other fighter says. Oh, I'm going to knock him out. Yeah, it's cliche. It's weird if you don't say that in the build-up, isn't it?
He better be able to fight.
Well,
After all that, he better be able to fight.
it won't be so pretty after Sunday night. I'll tell you that for a fact.
We saw what happened with the whole Floyd Mayweather-Logan Paul circus, the hat stealing and everything that ensued. Is Tyson joining you out there? I've got this image in my head of Logan and Jake, Tommy and Tyson, and a real circus.
Now, do you know what, over the unfortunate events that happened, you know, with the COVID and stuff, his fight's obviously been pushed back, and the plan was, you know, him fight on the 29th of July, and then he'd fly out to watch me fight, but obviously his fight's been pushed back, so he's in training camp. You know, this is serious business at the end of the day, and he's obviously got a lot more serious, fight a lot more on the line than I have, and he's deep in training camp on that night, so, you know, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do him proud, I'm going to do the rest of the family proud, and get what I need to do done.
Just one more thing on Jake Paul. So obviously that press conference that I've mentioned there about the stealing of caps. Hey, you might wear a cap in fight week. You might be around it. What happens if he tries to take yours, Tommy?
I am wearing a cap. I'm going to do it on purpose and hope he tries to take it so that I can hit him with the left hook like Floyd Mayweather done and send him crying again. He took a little bit of a shot around the eye and he went off in the danger and crying with a red face. So I know exactly what he's about, Mr. Brody. So this here is a thrill-seeking night for me. I'm going to get over there. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to take it with both hands. Because I know what I'm messing with at the end of the day, and I know what I've done in my career, and I know, you know, what they are. I know how to take things like this on, and you know, we take it with a pinch of salt. I know my ability, I know my power, and I know what I can do. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to show everybody what I can do.
And what is that? What is the plan for August 29th? What are people going to be saying at the end of their night about Tommy Fury?
Well, it's the same as it's always been there. A big dirty knockout, you know that from day one. That's what I'm going for. Anything
you want to add, Tommy, before I go back to Frank?
Just a big shout out to everyone turning out today, I appreciate it, and thanks to Frank and BT Sport for getting me on. You know, I'm not going to regret it. It's going to be a great night, it's going to be a great night for British fans, you know, tuning in, I'm going to do them proud. Yeah, and you know, America, here we come.
Brilliant stuff. All right, thank you, Tommy. Frank, back to you. I mean, again, talking about this platform, you look at some of the biggest pay-per-views in history, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Mayweather, McGregor, Lewis Tyson, Showtime always seem to be involved in these. It's a great opportunity, isn't it?
Well, they have. I mean, there's no doubt about that when you look back over the years. I mean, they were the TV company who broadcast all of Mike Tyson's fights. And I mentioned all our guys that we brought through on that platform. So, yeah, they've done it many, many times, and obviously they cast their eye over here, and they're looking at British talent and picked two of our best youngsters, and now it's up to them. These two guys can make a real statement for themselves, for their future as well. And I really do believe in both of them. I believe they can do that. So it should be exciting on the night, and I'm sure we'll have a bit of fun before the fights happen. Once we get some press conferences out there, that's going to be interesting.
Well, the fun has clearly started today, especially, I mean, all this Tommy Fury stuff. Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor has got a few tricks up his sleeve, I'm sure, and Tommy sounds like he's going to try and knock him out. August 29th, do not miss this one. Two significant British fighters involved on a huge Showtime pay-per-view in America. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, and now featuring on that show Tommy Fury and Daniel Dubois. We're going to post some photos down the front here. I'll hopefully get this fly out of the way, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks.